G'day guys, welcome to GJBricks. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Lego Marvel Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop. Bit of a mouthful that one. This is set number 76185 and it comes in at 355 pieces. This is actually the third Sanctum Sanctorum set. The first one was actually Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum, which was released several years ago, set number 76060, just up here in the corner. Then we had the much bigger and marvelous, awesome Sanctum Sanctorum set 76108, which was a beast. And now we've got this one, which keeps more in the tradition of the original one as a playset, featuring a giant monster. We've got a doorway into another realm here, and bucket loads of accessories all around it, which just make this set absolutely ooze detail. You get 4 minifigures in it as well. We've got Spider-Man, MJ, Wong, Doctor Strange, and his Cloak of Levitation. So you could almost say there's 4.5 in here, and we'll talk about his cloak in a minute because I think it's rather special. So as a whole, this is definitely a playset. Looking at it, there is so many things to do. Just spinning around, we've got the giant monster here, which we'll have a look at in some more detail in a minute when I do the minifigures. We've got all of these accessories over here, the bike. We've got Spider-Man with a gamepad here. I do love that piece, I've got to say. Yeah, tons and tons of tools for doing whatever they want to do down here in the basement. We've got some stones in the back there as well. We've got barrels with little trinkets in them. We've got loads of accessories over here as well, all kinds of pots, a camera, a lamp, a toolbox. Here we've got Wong on a computer here with his cookie and a boombox and a cup of coffee. And we've got some rather strange looking monster coming out of a box. I really like how this is done. It's very, very simple in terms of the actual build, but it looks so cool. A really nice touch and really fits with the Doctor Strange theme. We've got the candelabra here, and around the back in the alternate realm, if you will, the old realm, again just this sort of build where they've kind of made it almost like a mirror world with a monster and some old trinkets and this lovely scorpion mold here as well. Do like that piece. We've got stickers left, right and centre all around here, which I do think actually really add to the kind of feel and age of this whole set. It really needs to be there. I'm just going to get this monster out of the way. We'll look at that in a second. But I think, yeah, these stickers are necessary. They really kind of add to the feel of it. It's only those stickers around there and the one on the TV screen. There's nothing else in this one. Everything else is either printed or vanilla. Everything over here. Let's take this shelf off. It's going to break on me. But yeah, the build here in terms of putting all of this together is very good. I like the use of these window pieces here. The one thing, this camera's not attached and I've dropped it so many times when I've been doing this. And being a Spider-Man set, you do get a bag of accessories as well with loads of spider webs in there. I haven't used them in this review, but they're there if you want them or you want to use them. I will be using them in an upcoming mock. And overall, I think it's a well put together set. I will say though, it is a bit flimsy when you move it around. You see how much that like flexes. Like when I pick that up, I've knocked this apart. Like that wall's coming apart again. I've had to put this back together so many times every time I've moved it. If you hold it there, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's not something that's very good at moving around. And they have tried to make it pretty structurally sound. Hinges in here, these angle pieces, hinges on the top. So they've really tried to make it as robust as possible. But in my experience, it does tend to fall apart. All these side builds are fantastic, by the way. I mean, look at that. That workbench is really, really good. I think that's a very solid design for a workbench. Loads of tools. We love our tools, don't we? We've got, as I said, the rock behind, cups everywhere, Spider-Man. This sofa's a nice little build. It's a shame it wasn't one stud bigger. One stud bigger, you could have put 2 minifigures on there. But anyway, they went with that size. Might because they didn't have the piece to go on the back, or they didn't want to make it look odd or have extra pieces. I don't know. But one more, and they could have put a second minifigure on there. So that is a bit of a wasted opportunity, in my opinion. Could have had 2 people playing on the imaginary console that's not here. So that needs to be added in. But yeah, otherwise, I think it's a very well put together scene. As I said, a playset. Very much a playset. taken our giant monster friend here off my turntable because he's a bit black and he matches in quite well with the the turntable, so you can't really see him very well. But again, this is a good example of a level of detail they've gone to on this set to really kind of make it a playset. This guy here has so much going on, so much articulation everywhere on it. It's almost like a sort of bionicle model. There's just the hands are pincers using these pieces. We've got the swivel there on the elbow, the shoulders on a ball joint as well. You've got the talons or whatever they are, the mandibles here. Got another set of sort of mandibles down here, making sure no one comes in. And these vines for legs look really, really interesting, and they do kind of make it look very different and very interesting. I will say one thing, I would have liked to see a couple of the round tiles on the bottom here to make it smoother when it's moving. It's all right here, but on a slightly rougher surface that would be not so good. But that's literally my only criticism of this. I think this is a really, really fun put together little monster, big monster. This is going to make the Marvel characters squirm a bit when they're fighting this guy from another realm. And finally, the minifigures. We've got MJ on the left, Spider-Man in his nano suit. We've got Doctor Strange with his cape of levitation, and Wong. And this has got to be some of the best printing I've seen in a while from Lego. Everything is consistent here. The detail around these figures is superb. Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. MJ wears a very sort of casual outfit here with a cheeky look on her face and standard headpiece there. Spider-Man, I think we've had this one before or very, very similar to it in a couple of other sets, unfortunately, but what can they do? He does look that way, and he does need to be in all the sets. Here's Doctor Strange, and I'm going to talk about him in a bit more detail in a second, but I do like how he's got the belt here and the clasp on the front there. All looks excellent, excellent, excellent. Going round to the back, that printing quality does continue. Didn't need to have all this here, but there we go. There's a hood. MJ's got printing all the way down to the bum there. Spider-Man's got his logo on the back, and Doctor Strange has his cape. Now, MJ does have a second print on her face. She's gone from an intense look to a slightly angry look. Wong doesn't have anything on the back of his head. Doctor Strange. I'm going to take Doctor Strange's cape off, and then we can see that he has a second look as well, looking very serious, ready to get to work on the other universes and seeing what mess he can make. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know. But I do love his hairpiece as well. It has the grey from his character in there. And then I love this new cape. Love it. Like, this is a molded piece. Like, it's not the usual fabric that we get traditionally in these. It's actually a solid molded piece, which I think is great. I'm actually going to use this as a display piece. So a good set of characters there. I think they're really, really excellent. Really, really good. Wrapping this review up, I'm going to say the value is an interesting proposition here, because you've got the Marvel franchise, you've got lots of accessories. It's not the cheapest set, but most places do have it on sale now. But in terms of the playability in this set, it's almost priceless, because there is just such a good number of figures in this for its size. There is so many pieces to play with and tinker with. You've got this alien monster thing here that you can play with. You've got Doctor Strange with that fantastic cloak of levitation. I said I really do like that cloak. You've got MJ, you've got Spider-Man, you've got Wong over there, you've got all these accessories and things to do. You've got a whole other realm back here, haven't you? So I think this is actually a good value set, really. I think any kid will get a lot of value out of this, and any adult collector will also love having this on display, because it is a good display piece too. Personally, I also look at it from the point of view of, can it be mocked? And I will be using this in my Sanctum Sanctorum mock very, very soon, which is part of the reason I bought it and was so excited when it came out. As you can tell, I like this set. I'm happy with it. I think it's a good set. I think I'm very, very happy with it. I enjoyed building it. It didn't take me too long to build, it took a few hours, but it was good. It was fun. There's nothing outrageous technique wise, but I do love all the sort of techniques and detail put in, especially around things like the shelves here. All of this just looks really, really good. I think it's a solid set. So that's my opinion of it anyway. I highly recommend it. If you're a Marvel fan like me, if you're a Doctor Strange or Spider-Man fan, I think it's worth getting. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with that? Is this a set that you would like to get your hands on or you've bought? Or is this one that you think, well, I think Lego missed the mark on this one. It could have been a bit bigger. Maybe it could have been a bit more solid. Again, it's like Bro's Thor house, Thor apartment, where everything's sort of a playset idea. And that's what this is. It's a playset. Look at it from that point of view, and this is outstanding value. Just look at that picture on the box as well, which I have behind it. Just shows you just how exciting this set can be. Anyway, that's my final thoughts on this. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I post regularly, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for watching.